This video explains how to create a PowerPoint. If you go to your Office 365, you can download Microsoft Office for free as a student. And it'll be up here in the right-hand corner. Just click Install Office, and PowerPoint is included in those apps. So if you don't have PowerPoint, that's where you go to install it on your own computer. To create a presentation, just open PowerPoint, and you can click the blank presentation, or you can choose a template from any of these available templates. And that's what I suggest doing, so you don't have to create your own backgrounds. So I'm just going to choose this one. Ignore that. Okay, so you can choose any color for this template. I'm just going to choose this one and click Create. And this gives you a template to use, and it only has one single slide here. This one is your title slide, so just put whatever you want the title of your presentation to be, and then for the subtitle you can just include your name. To insert more slides, you just go to Insert at the top, and then you can just click on New Slide, and that will default to this type of slide. It looks different than the title slide. Sometimes you'll have a sub or a title for the slide if you're doing like your main point slide, but if you're doing your hook slide, for example, you may not have a title for that. So if you don't type into this text box at the top, it won't appear when you view the slideshow, so don't worry about that. And you can just click and add text down in the second text box. For your hook, you can do anything really, surprising statistics, whatever it is you choose to catch your audience's attention. You could also insert a photo. You can click on this here to do that. And there's also a possibility to go to Insert Picture at the top. And this will open up your computer files, and you can just choose a photo from there. Just remember that if you include any visuals, you must also include citations, and you're required to have 2 visuals in this presentation, and those visuals must aid in presenting your information. So let's just title this something, and we can insert a new slide. If you do the drop-down menu, you can choose any type of template from this. If you prefer a different type of slide, they even have a blank one. I'm just going to click on it, and that takes me to a new slide. And so I'm requiring that you include your thesis statement, your argumentative thesis statement, and then you'll go into your main point slides. You won't title it main point. You'll come up with your own title for those main points. Okay. I created a video for you guys, and it is on Blackboard, and it links to YouTube, and it thoroughly explains the assignment criteria, and the assignment sheet thoroughly explains that criteria as well. You can put an animation on this if you would like to, but I don't actually suggest that you do that, simply because it just makes it more complicated and kind of takes away from the information. So I'm going to do it just to show you. To view your slideshow, you can click Slideshow, and then you can choose from the current slide or from the beginning. And then to navigate between slides, you can either just click with your mouse, or you can press the forward and backward arrows. And because I added animation to that one text, I have to click with my mouse or the forward arrow again to view that text. And so it just is a little bit more complicated. You definitely don't have to animate anything in your PowerPoint. Try not to be too text heavy in your PowerPoint. You want your narration to really cover the majority of that. Here's the YouTube video that I created, and it goes over the example presentation that I also have on Blackboard for you. I have the PowerPoint and this video, and it goes over the exact criteria for your PowerPoint. So just please make sure you watch this a few times, would probably be helpful. Next, I'm going to show you how to include narration in your PowerPoint, which is an assignment requirement to receive a passing grade. So this thoroughly goes over that. All you have to do is go to the slideshow tab and click record slideshow. You're going to have the option to record from the current slide or from the beginning. So you just click the record button and begin talking. If you choose from the beginning, then you will just click the next arrow when you want to go to the next slide, and you will continue talking. You could record the narration individually for each slide and stop the recording at the end of the slide if you're more comfortable with that. And then you would choose record narration from current slide to start again on the next slide. And then when you're finished recording, you just press stop, and then you can press the escape button to exit the recording area and go back to your PowerPoint. This next information explains how to change your PowerPoint into a video to ensure that the narration is embedded. You do not have to change your PowerPoint to a video. You can keep it as a PowerPoint, but I would check it on a different device to ensure that your narration is successfully embedded. But if you'd like to export it to a video, you'll just go to File, Export, Create a Video, and you'll save it as a MP4 file. And I'll send you this link so that you have it as well. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So if I record from the beginning, and then I go up here and I press record. So that allows me to record my narration of it. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like when I'm done. To go to the next slide, you click that button right there over on the right, and you can continue your narration if you begin it from the beginning. If you didn't begin it from the beginning, then you will press the stop button and then exit or do it again. Okay, so once I stop that narration, I can just press escape to exit this recording area. You won't stop it till the very end if you record from the beginning, or like I said, you can do individual ones. And then we can see that it is in here. And this is allowing me to record my narration. Let's see, if I just click this button to go, if I'm finished explaining the title of my presentation, click that button and I can go directly into my hook and it's still recording. Okay, so that's really it. Just make sure you thoroughly follow the assignment requirements explained on the assignment sheet, the presentation assignment sheet, and that you watch that presentation requirements video. Other than that, you should be good to go. If you have any other questions at all, please let me know.